Dear Dragons, as our gap years come to a close, I can't help but feel sad. I feel scared, excited, nervous, upset, confused, uncertain, grateful, and, of course, vulnerable. I didn't find myself this year. I didn't change the world or see the world or understand the world this year. It was not a break from reality, an escape from the pressures of home, or my last chance to have fun before entering the real world. No, none of that. Absolutely not. This year was just 365 days in which I lived on this earth. The difference is, I chose how to do it. I had never done that before. I made my own plan and lived by my own rules. Of course, I traveled and adventured, and it was an incredible time. But I hope that is not how I look back on it, as my year of adventure. So, this is the not so fun part of my year where I just really tired and just so tired. I don't really know another way to describe it. Because that wouldn't be accurate. Sure, there was plenty of adventure this year, but there were some very low points, and it might have looked like I was having an awesome time, but in fact, I was really struggling, and I think that that's important to note because gap years especially have a lot of hype that they're supposed to be absolutely incredible and this once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I felt like my depression really kept me from having that for an entire year. And I wasn't wrong. I mean, it did, but what was wrong was that I thought that I couldn't be sad. I thought that that meant that I was ungrateful, and that is not the case. So, for starters, calling it my year of adventure is just false. But also, I don't want the adventure to stop at the end of my gap year. I hope every single year following this one is so full of life that I can't keep track of when everything happened. I hope my experiences mix into my mind and become me. I hope all of the wonderful humans I have met jumble together and create my definition of the word humanity. The year is over, but my life is just beginning. I'm just a kid figuring things out. And what works for some people, even our friends, our parents, and greatest role models, may not be what works best for us. We must be our own best friends, our own partners in crime, our own mentors and role models and sources of inspiration. Human connection is crucial, and I believe in it deeply. You guys know this. But we must not rely too heavily on others to teach us how to live. We must, ultimately, make our own decisions and forge our own paths. This year was not a break from reality. It was reality. This is the real world. It always has been and always will be. There is no escape. The good news is, if we do things right, we won't ever want to leave.